welcome you to the webinar. No, you should not see a screen yet. You're just going to hear my voice for a second. Then we're going to go ahead and bring out the two amazing gentlemen that are going to be showing you some cool stuff tonight. So real quick, how is everybody doing? Hop in the chat, let me know. Steve, how we doing? Ann, Debbie, Robert, good to see you. Good to see you. Bruce, how we doing? Matt, Marcel, Greg, Lorraine, JR, okay, it's going too fast. Carl, Marin, Felix, Tina, Jim, Joshua, William, oh my Lord. More people than I thought was going to be on here. Consider it was kind of last minute. Look, we're just excited because we nailed these two guys down. And for those of you who are in here, let me know if you know who Dion and Nathan are. Do you guys know who Dion Jaffe is and Nathan Vantal? I'm just going to show my screen real quick so you guys can get a look at these crazy guys. So this is Dion right here, and I'll pull up Nathan in a minute. But this is Dion, and pretty much if you guys are in Elite or you've been in Elite, you know them, you saw them. These are the two crazy guys who fly around the world, literally, fly around the world, just making money, right, from their laptops. Just it's insane. All right, they're really literally, when most people talk about growing a home-based business or growing an income, they really look at, you know, what kind of lifestyle can I get, right? What kind of freedom can I get? Because let's face it, money, and you know, I get excited whenever these guys are on, so I'm just gonna throw this out there. Money is nothing more than the ability to help people, to do stuff, to have a better life, right? It's not really, you know, money's not important. You hear that all the time, but what you can do with it is. And these guys are really shining examples of what, you know, this generation, you know, these young guys flying all around the world doing some cool stuff, and what it represents to me what is in all of you to be able to do. And so I always get excited when they come out because they've got, you know, limited time because they're having fun with their lives, and they grow huge incomes from anywhere. It doesn't matter, right? Travel all around the world, doing videos. One of the images I saw, these guys had Snoop Dogg, okay? Just living their lives. And I think that's something that that everyone here can kind of relate to, growing an income and doing so in a fashion that, hey, you know, gives you the freedom that you need, freedom that you want, freedom that you're looking for, the reason why you started this. So I want to pull these guys out. They're gonna show you some cool stuff that we have going on. That we have happening here in the future, as well as some of the things they're doing now. But they really do live kind of the dream lifestyle. I mean, look at this: 40,000 feet in the air, just with his cute little yellow roses, getting work done, making money, right? From a laptop, some snacks over here, and you know he was eating these Kit Kats, guys. So I'm going to shut up and turn it over to these guys because I love what they do. I'm huge fans of them. I think you will be too, and just awesome to have them out. So Nathan, Dion, you guys here?
Yes, yes. Thank you, Kevin. It's always a pleasure to be sharing the web space with people that inspire and also help the collaboration and working big projects together with. So for those that are on here, I know we did this last minute. We got Dion Jaffe and
Nathan Vantal here.
And for those that are on here, I just wanted to ask a quick question before we get into some of the good content here. Who is new to e-commerce or newer, looking at this all from a optimistic, excited point of view, but maybe has never really engaged in this massive trend that we foresee going on for quite some time?
There's the Snoop Dogg picture.
So yeah, this is Nathan, guys. This is Nathan here, and that's Dion. And Snoop. They're all over the place.
Yep. And I see some more people piling in here, and a lot of people new here as well, which is great. You know, it might, for some, you know, to see where we are now and to understand that, for instance, without going into a big backstory, I learned drop shipping right after being laid off of a job. I had a few months unemployment, and I figured that I was going to allow that time to give me the motivation to start making money on the internet so I could be my own boss. And it wasn't, I never really had this goal when I got started to set off to get rich or wealthy and be able to travel the world because of my e-commerce income. At that time, all I could think about was not having to go back to a job. You know, making just enough income online that I would not have to go back to a job. And little did I know, I would be able to leverage some of the biggest companies in the world, such as eBay and Amazon, to start meeting some easy goals. And for me, that was originally $50 a day in profit. If I could do that 7 days a week, it would keep me from going back to a job. And what really started to get exciting was that after reaching that goal and starting to set new ones, such as $100 a day, $200 a day, and meeting those, I realized that the only limitation on my business realistically seemed to be what was in my mind. And it got to a point where it wasn't all about the money. As Kevin stated, you know, it's been amazing. It's been one thing to make the money. It's been another thing to make and help other friends and people all over the world be able to tap into this e-commerce economy and be able to make a lot of extra income. And so, you know, going literally this time last year, Nathan and I, we were traveling Europe. We might have been in Ibiza at this point last year. And, you know, one thing that I had to look back at was, even though I wasn't, say, a millionaire, I was just making a good income, solid income, or residual income from, you know, doing e-commerce. And there's Nathan.
Broken your seatbelts.
Yep. So, yeah, TSA was harsh on us there. So, I mean, imagine, like, right here, working with Snoop Dogg.
Hold on, really quick. By the way, I'm not zipping up his sweater. I'm putting a mic on him. Some people thought I was zipping up his sweater.
You're zipping up his sweater.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, to look at this
Sound check.
and to recognize, you know, just where I was a few years ago, it's amazing. But Nathan and I, we had this idea of what bigger things, bigger than ourselves, could we do, and beyond the fact that literally this time last year we were traveling the world and making new friends and new contacts, and literally filming videos that are now back in the back office for all of you to watch. We were recognizing that because of the power, because of what we have here with e-commerce, we could focus on creating this film company. And because of this film company, because of the freedom that e-commerce has provided, we gone out and networked with a lot of interesting individuals. So much so that now, whether working with someone like Snoop Dogg or a pro football player or other celebrities, these things are happening so commonly. And really, if you look at the foundation, it had to do with freedom. And again, you know, none of us are millionaires here as far as Nathan and I talking to you right now. We are just at a point where we have leveraged e-commerce, tapped into it, been able to create this freedom lifestyle, and that's what we've been very gratifully paying forward to other people.
Yeah, and along the process, it's cool. All these people that we've met up with, you know, everyone has their product idea, and with DSD and INFINii moving forward, it's kind of cool seeing what's happening. Basically, just an organized way to do e-commerce globally. So there's some really cool things. I don't know if too much has been said about the marketplace, so I'll let someone else intro that. But basically, a lot of the connections we've been making that have products that are starting to manufacture their own stuff, coming out with their own brands, we're going to be able to put somewhere internally for you guys, which is pretty exclusive, and I can definitely see a lot of sales going through there rapidly, so that's going to be exciting.
And we'll absolutely get more onto that a little bit later in this call too, because beyond the contacts that we've made, some of these contacts are absolutely out there and about, and I'm going to give you all some ideas how you too, like for instance, this is a shoe cleaner product that I have gotten onto Amazon. My brother and I own this company, and it's done not only an amazing job at keeping our shoes clean, but it's done an amazing job at creating, my brother and I, a very solid residual income. I mean, just off of this one product alone, we can live very comfortably on. And the great thing is, this product was found pretty much in my backyard, and I'm going to get more into strategies and ideas and where you can find products, because when this marketplace is fully live and functioning, you are going to want to be at the point where you at least are thinking of products that you might be able to intro, vendors that you might be able to introduce. And I have a lot of ideas that go beyond what Nathan and I have been able to do that can help you brainstorm ideas. In fact, I'm going to write one down right now.
Yeah, so basically, now's the time to start thinking of product ideas that you see around you, anything that seems like it would be a good product. We're going to have a spot to connect it to that's going to link it to all of us in this network of DSD, which is really cool.
Yep, and I wanted to get into some of the basics as well that really catapulted our businesses, and that's it's kind of like people that say, oh, I've listened to personal development last year, or I heard this guy speak 2 years ago, and then they say, why do I need to listen to this guy again? Well, it's kind of like somebody saying, I took a shower yesterday, why do I need to take one today? Some of the biggest clues, some of the biggest realizations have happened from me listening to something over and over again and picking up on things, and there's a lot of opportunity to take part in with seasons and the timing of the year that we are in, because Nathan and I have done, in just the last couple months, thousands and thousands of dollars in sales in the pool industry, or let's say in that product niche. And I remember when I got started about, well, I'd just say a handful of years ago, and I was starting to do drop shipping, one of the biggest sellers for me were pool items, rafts, just anything around the pool. I was starting to make some good income with, and at that point, I only knew that you can make $4 to $5 profits per sale. Like, that was the goal. That was the end goal. If I wanted to make $100 a day, then I was going to have to just do that number in my head and realize that I'm going to have to sell at least 20 items or so to make $100 in profit for the day. And I see, this is a property. Nathan and I created this help fund, and now also have our resorts that are going to be, or resort villas that are going to be built here in Roatan, Honduras. And we actually want to get a lot of entrepreneurs in there, so they have a spot to all go out and mastermind. And imagine having this view with some of your closest friends, or different entrepreneurs that all have the same common mind, same common goal.
Yeah, we should do like a retreat here.
Absolutely.
Roatan, Honduras. Put it on the map.
2-hour flight from Miami, or it might have been an
Dallas.
hour. Yeah, 2 hour from Dallas.
Dallas, Miami, and then LAX goes through San Salvador. But anyways,
this is again, have to do with the freedom lifestyle. You don't have to be great when you get started, but you got to get started to become great, and that's where a lot of this has all spun from, because some people say, well, none of my friends are doing this, none of my associations. When I got started, I had to stop spending as much time with my friends that weren't doing anything with their life, and I literally would spend more time with the people that I was meeting through the internet that I never even had met in person, and I was getting so much value from just that, learning that there's so much opportunity out there, but you do need to get focused. And let me, Kevin, if you want to share the screen with us.
Oh, definitely. I was, and I know we're a little bit in, but I really wanted these guys to kind of come out and just talk a little bit, so you guys, for those of you who don't know who they are, can understand where they come from and what they're doing, and why. I think that everyone can agree that two young guys that are running around the world doing all these things, that have multiple products that are selling online every day, that are growing incomes, that are with us, working with us in the marketplace, and what you're about to see can bring you some value. Would you guys agree, just listening to these two young guys talk, that they have some kind of value that can definitely enhance your life? Let me know in the chat. I want to see what you think about that, because I sure do. And they're just amazing in what they've been able to accomplish. And some of the stuff you're going to see tonight can really help you change your game and take you to those new levels. And so I'm excited. So go ahead, guys.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, because some people come on a webinar and they're of this mindset of what can I learn, what can I take away from this that's going to help catapult my business and really get this thing going smoothly. And other people see other success stories, and this is just the way some people are programmed, and they think about, well, they're just special, or this is just them, or they got in early, and this, that, and the other. And I'll tell you right now, I've had lots of people that I've worked with, and I'm not talking about 5 years ago, I'm talking about in the last year or two, and some of them more recently as, let's say, the last 8 months, that have gotten involved and it have exceeded my income that I've generated online from getting focused, taking massive action, and looking at basically taking advantage of the opportunity that lies in front of them. So if you're sitting here and you're looking at this, maybe you've tried and you failed, or maybe you're just learning about all of what e-commerce can do for someone such as yourself for the very first time, just look at this and know that this is a process. It's not considered get rich quick, but I'll tell you right now, there are people that take quick, massive action that start seeing results very quickly. A buddy of mine, by the way, I really never hung out with him prior to high school, and he went to an event with me where I was able to share some time with him and really get him excited about what can be done with e-commerce. And long story short, since it is a short story, within about a month of him getting to work, he quit. Not only did he quit his job where he was making a really solid income, but he now makes, as he claims, more in a week than a senior captain at American Airlines makes in a month. And I've seen his results since that post, and it's just staggering, mind-blowing to see where he is, and he hasn't even gone near the magnitude of what he can reach upon here in the next few months.